Have you ever lost an important document? Don't worry if you have done. The most systematic person, or even the least forgetful person, does it once or twice. So it's not a crime. But point is that any lost case of important documents must be reported to the appropriate authorities. Welcome to the Language Mantras channel. Today this is Advanced English session number 7, and today we are going to discuss how to lodge a complaint letter to the police station. Suppose you have lost your voter ID card. In that case, what kind of a letter you are supposed to submit to the police station? There are some other documents also that comes very close to this document, that is voter ID card, Adhar Card, then also SIM card, although it is not a card but generally we call it SIM card, then credit card, any ID card, identity card, then passport, checkbook, any important document, etc. All these come within this category we are discussing today. So let's see how to write an application or a complaint letter. This is also a complaint letter. Complaint does not mean that you have to complain against a particular person, not that. Any form of intimation is a complaint letter, especially in these cases. Suppose you have lost your voter ID card, so you must write a letter and you go to the police station, and it will be a GD, that means a general diary, not an FIR. Why not? Because you are not writing against anybody, and it is not a criminal case also. It is just an intimation that you have lost your voter ID card. So there is no question of an FIR. It would be a GD. Now, what kind of content your letter should have, that is also very much important. Just take an A4 size of paper. On the top right hand side, write your name, your address, full address, including PIN code number, and you can add your mobile number here also, and it can be mobile number could be included later also, but it is better if you can give all information about yourself here on the top of it. Some people prefer to write it on the left hand side, top left hand side. There is no harm. You can write it on the top or right hand side, or if you prefer you can write on the top left hand side also. There is no problem as such. Now, how to address? The OC means to the officer in charge. Normally the person who is in charge of the police station is called OC, or the officer in charge. XYZ police station. Which police station? Actually, this depends on the location where you have lost the document. You should not go to the police station of your own. That means under the jurisdiction of which your residence is there, not that. You should go to the police station under whose jurisdiction you have lost that document. Make it very clear. So XYZ police station, you give the name of the police station, KKR Road, Kolkata, West Bengal, etc., etc. This is the address of the police station. First part is over. Second part is over. Now, subject: missing or oblique loss of voter ID card. This is important so that at a glance the police officer can have an idea what kind of complaint it is. So put it subject, submission or loss of voter ID card. Then comes the real main body of the letter. Dear sir, oblique madam. If you know that police officer is a man, okay fine, dear sir. If you know she is a woman, then dear madam, okay. If you don't know, it is better to keep option open, dear sir or oblique madam. Then we come to the first part of the content body. This is to submit that I, Dot 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 means write your name, full name, official name. Son of your name of your father. This is also important because there should be no confusion who the person is. Residing at the address given above, your own residential address, do hereby draw your attention to the following fact. This is a common introduction or introductory part of a complaint letter. In any complaint letter you can use this. This is to submit that I, Mr. Such and Such, son of Mr. Such and Such, residing at the address given above, means here we have already given the address. Do hereby draw your attention to the following fact. Now fact will come soon. What is the fact? That today at about 2 p.m. Today, or if it is yesterday, then get yesterday and write the date also. That today at about 2 p.m. I was traveling by a bus of route number 44B from Howrah to the airport. This is imaginary. You can write the exact number of your bus or train, whatever you are traveling by. So I bus route number 44B from Howrah to airport. I suddenly noticed that, this is important, that my voter ID card number, it is better if you can mention it, was missing while I was crossing tank number 4 under the jurisdiction of this police station or of your police station. That tank number 4 is a location where I noticed that my voter ID card was missing. So this is in a short, a full background description. Then I therefore request you to receive my complaint against the missing loss of the said card. Please acknowledge the complaint letter under seal and signature so that I can apply for a fresh voter ID card. Please do the needful. So this is important that you submit a paper and the officer sign there and give a seal so that later on you can use that particular document as a proof that you have lost the item. Now, that part is over. It may be a misplaced case also. Maybe you have not lost it, but you have misplaced the document somewhere. In that case, you can intimate that I can't find it. Maybe I can't locate it. This is my problem with the document. Or maybe you have been pickpocketed. That is also should be mentioned. Whatever is the case, that would be clearly mentioned whether it is lost or it is pickpocketed or you have misplaced it, you can't remember exactly where you have put it. So that is the kind of information you should give to the police station. In that case, subject matter would slightly change. Okay, then finally, regards or yours faithfully, normally what we do, then your name, your mobile number if you have not given it earlier before, or enclosure, that photocopy of voter ID card. That is very important. If you can just give a copy, and keeping a copy is not very difficult nowadays. Although you have lost it, your original copy, you have some photocopy, or you can have some image also. You can keep them in your email site or say any cloud, etc. etc. Nowadays there are so many of options. You can keep an electronic copy of the document. So this is all about how to write a complaint letter to the police station. Especially we have given a model writing for missing or loss of a voter ID card. And this application format or model will work for all these documents I have mentioned here. That voter ID card, that means Adhar Card, that means credit card, ID card, passport, checkbook, or any other important document, whatever it is. So this is that way very much important model. You can use it as per requirement. And as a citizen, a responsible citizen, it is your responsibility to communicate to the police station or authority so that in future you do not get into trouble for the document. Somebody may misuse it. This is why we normally go to the police station. So I think this much is very clear to you, and you try to read this, try to understand this. If you have any problem, please communicate it to us, and please view it fully, share it, subscribe our channel. This much is our expectation. In case you have any problem, please don't hesitate to write back to us. Okay then, thank you very much for viewing.